Alright folks, we're back again with the Super Hydromax Maximum MPG HHO generator. During our first test, we ran it with distilled water. We did actually add a couple of teaspoons of soda. Well, I guess I shouldn't say teaspoons, about a half teaspoon of soda. And for our fourth try now, we are running it basically on pure distilled water. We just changed the water. As you can see, the lines are clear now. They're not orange as they were. If you use distilled water or rainwater, that will keep your electrodes from doing what is called the iron flourish or bloom, which causes that orange coloration in your water. But as I said, we just changed the water. It's 100% distilled water, nothing added to it this time. And just look at it bubble. I guess you pretty much just have to break your cells in when you first get them. Okay, right now it's still pushing the air to the top of the water tank, so they're not quite as combustive as they normally would be. But I'll tell you what, that's quite a startup after just changing the water. I've heard other people that have been experimenting with these HHO cells say that you have to break them in. I guess we just broke ours in. Just look at it go. Matter of fact, it put out so much heat it chipped the top of that glass bubbler that we had down there. As I can say, this apparently is putting out quite a bit of HHO production. Much more than the stainless steel containers that are out there with the separate tanks. It seems the more that we change the water, condition the cell, the more production we get. This is our fourth attempt with this cell, testing it. We've tested many before, and this really seems to be a pretty good system. And I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but you can actually see bubbles of hydrogen trying to rise up, but you can also see the flow of water going down as it replenishes the system. And when it replenishes the system, what it's doing is going through the cell, dislodging the hydrogen and oxygen bubbles, creating more space for new hydrogen and oxygen production. So, as I said before, we are able to get almost double the same hydrogen and oxygen out of one cell, out of one hydrogen oxygen cell. So we're getting twice the production. I mean, just look at that bubbler go. I mean, it is kicking the oxygen and hydrogen out. I haven't seen anything, I swear I haven't seen anything on the market that comes close to that, especially on pure distilled water. All the other ones seem to have additives, vinegar, KOH, soda, whatever. This is just distilled water, folks. That's all this is. And the heat content coming out of this is pretty low. And we're still running it at about 12 amps. As I said, we just cleaned out the system. This is our fourth YouTube video on this, just to show you. Looks like the production is pretty good, doesn't it? Can you imagine that going into your car? I mean, that's a lot of hydrogen production going to your car right there, folks. This is what's gonna help your car run better. supplement your fuel, which will reduce your fuel consumption. As I said, we just changed the water out of this. I mean, look at that, folks. Just constant explosions of 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen negative. Returning back to water. It's a lot of power, folks. Just look at the flow coming out of the top of the generator. It's constant. It's amazing. Anyways, this is the Super 2, Super Hydrogen generator, the Super Hydromax Super Hydromax generator. There you go, folks.